Welcome. I'm David.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is
Desmonds, Donders.
Welcome. Welcome to our last minute trip to Abirlaur. Lindsay's gone off for a walk, and this time she's gone loaded for bear. Not only has she got a rucksack with her waterproofs, etc, etc, she's got a bottle of water and a flask of tea. I could be on my own for most of the day. Now, I know where she's heading, and it's a long distance, so fairly sensible to do what she's doing. But we're down by the river at Abirlaur, so let's take a look. It hasn't changed much. But the only thing that changes here is the water level. And of course, the identity of the fisherman. I'm guessing they're after late running fish, as the season must nearly be over. And the season is turning to autumn. Not all the trees, but some of the trees have started to turn. So in a couple of weeks, this whole river valley will be ablaze with colour. And there's the bridge, or rather a shot of the bridge. The river flowing under. It's not the kind of weather for going across there, but you never know, we might go over there later. Just a little proof that every now and again the sun is poking out of them clouds. Last time we were here, we spotted some permaculture starting up. And here, there's a few pink flags showing that it's expanding. But not only that, you will see as we come round more pink flags. But also new beds. And further in the background, the old beds, or older beds, growing their crops. The river through the trees, through the park, on the way back to the car park. Abirlaur is a town in Moray, Scotland. It is 12 miles south of Elgin on the road to Grantown. And the Lour burn is a tributary of the River Spey that runs through the town. The surrounding parish and the town are named Abirlaur, but the name is most commonly used in reference to the village, which straddles the stream and flanks the Spey. Although the full name of the village is Charlestown of Aberlour. A site noticed as Abirlaur is shown in this location on maps in Joan Blaeu's Atlas of Scotland from 1654. The current village, Charlestown of Aberlour, was founded by Mr. Charles Grant of Elchies in 1812, with the name of Charlestown of Aberlour after his son Charles. It is commonly referred to simply as Abirlaur. The town was granted its charter in 1814 and began to operate its own markets. Whisky was a major industry even then, and once the 1823 Licensing Act was passed and a longer warehousing process introduced, it began to take on the more mature characteristics that we are familiar with today.
It's not pointing at me. You want to go further on?
No. There's the bridge in all its wide-angled glory. The River Spey at Abirlaur. There's fishermen out there. Well, there's people casting lines out there. Let's have a look at the other side of the bridge. And there, looking downstream, a slightly different angle this time because there's cables in the way, power cables, phone cables, internet cables, all sorts of cables. Do a walk off the bridge. Huh? See how shaky it is, whether or not it gets used or not. No, I can't. I know what this. first Abirlaur distillery was established shortly after the Act became law by the owner of a gentleman's estate where Abirlaur House is situated. Soon after the property changed hands, that distillery was demolished. In 1879, local resident James Fleming built a new Abirlaur distillery alongside the Lour burn, which is now owned and operated by the Pernod Ricard Group. Fleming was also a bank agent and became a significant resident and generous benefactor in the village, providing its first purpose-built meeting place, the Fleming Hall, 1889, followed by the Fleming Cottage Hospital, 1900, and, as a safe pedestrian crossing over the fast-flowing River Spey, the Victoria Bridge, completed in 1902 and known locally as the Penny Bridge. This is out of focus, not for camera shake, not for being out of focus, but for bridge shake. It's a wobbly old bridge, that one.
This isn't going to work now because I've switched the camera on, but I've seen at least 3 fish trying to loup and jump out the water. And this is because the fishermen have all gone home. So I'll leave you on for a minute and see what happens. Probably not a lot. But if there are any fish jumping, David may have to use his magic for you to actually see them. So bear with. And we'll see what we get. Fish, it would seem, are as impossible to catch as butterflies. Every time I move the camera, they move where they're coming up for air. But it was always one of those things, you either get them or you don't. And in this case, we don't. But David can have a look and see if we've caught anything. But I very much doubt it. There's no end in nutters on this river. So we've had canoeists, and you're not going to see them, we're too far away. And now we've got bodyboards. Yep, that was definitely a jumping fish. But it's probably too far for David to catch it.
Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And remember, please take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, and hopefully we'll see you next time.